Hello everyone, this is Wisewolf, and today I will be bringing to you 13 things that women do in a relationship that irritate men. Number 13 is being too clingy. Now, we all know about the overly attached girlfriend, and frankly, we're talking to you, as well as those like you, in that if you have to go everywhere with your boyfriend, be next to him, do everything with him, then you may want to back off and give him some space. You need your space, and he needs his. Number 12 is talking too much. Now, there's a difference between talking too much and people who are afraid of silence. If you're afraid of silence, then it's psychological and you may want to see a therapist about it. However, there's too many girls that all they do is talk, 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 and it's almost as if they like to hear their voice. If that's the case, then you should start a YouTube channel. You get to hear yourself all the time. What could be better than that then? But some silence is good in a relationship. You don't want to constantly fill every moment with talking, talking, talking. And that even goes for the next topic, which I will cover shortly. Number 11 is complaining. Now, this goes along with talking too much, but this also ties in the nagging concept. Because most girls, when they nag on their husbands or boyfriends, they are trying to get the relationship fixed. There's an issue that they've realized and they're trying to fix it. That means they're still interested in the relationship. While someone who constantly complains, that's just negativity. And frankly, no one likes a negative person. If all you're going to do is speak negatively, then you're going to soon find yourself without any friends at all. So you may want to get some positive and stop complaining so much. Or you may find yourself single and alone. Number 10 is flirting around. Now, you can be like, hey, you look good today, or something like that, where you are complimenting them and trying to give them a little bit of a high for that day, because everyone needs to be made to feel beautiful at least once, or handsome if you're a guy. However, if you are constantly flirting, hitting on, and almost crossing the line to sexually displaying yourself for them, then that is crossing the line, and you pretty much should be single in that case. Because frankly, if you're flirting with them, that means you're interested in them, and you're not interested in your partner as much, and that's wrong to your partner. Number 9 is easily offended. Now, these are the girls that take offense to the slightest thing. Someone didn't shake their hand, didn't nod at them, didn't say hi, didn't text them, didn't call them, said something the wrong way or in the wrong tone of voice, and they get flustered about it. Honestly, if you're that easily offended, you might as well just hide under a rock. And yes, you can take offense to that, because it's directed towards you. Because honestly, anyone else would not be offended by it, except for you. Yeah, you. You know who you are. That's right. Pretty much, if you're easily offended, no one's going to really want to talk to you because they know that they will offend you, no matter what they do or say. And once again, you'll find yourself alone. And it's not the good alone where you have peace and quiet. It's the lonely alone where it's just you and no one cares about you. Sad to say, but it's true. Number 8 is ignoring or blowing off. Now, this doesn't include when you fight and you walk out of the room because you really don't want to talk to them at the moment. This means standing up when they're just normal conversation and you just ignore them, or you don't listen to what they say or what they're saying or what they're trying to do. You just act as if they're not there. And if you do that, then they might as well not be there, because you're pretty much telling the guy to buzz off, go find someone else, because you're not interested in them. If you want your guy to stay, you have to show interest in them. Otherwise, you might as well not be together. Number 7 is jealous. Now, there is a good jealous, as I pointed out in my last video, which there will be a link right here to connect to that one if you haven't seen it. Anyway, however, jealousy has a borderline, and that line is quite frequently crossed. If you monitor everything he does, every girl he talks to, every person he looks at or says bless you to when they sneeze, then you have an issue, and you need to resolve that issue before you chase your own man away. I've seen it happen before, and I'm seeing it happen right now with a coworker. Number 6 is being too focused on your appearance or taking too long to get ready. Now, honestly, the whole getting ready thing, I can see it taking about 30 minutes with makeup and hair and, clothes. However, when you take 3-4 hours just for one of those, or even all those put together, that's when you have an issue. And you may want to calm your hubris before it gets out of control. Because there's no way that it should take that long to do all that. Now, if it takes 3 or 4 hours to get an entire family of 12 together, that I can see. But for one person, just for that single person, no one else, she's not trying to get anyone else ready, that's a little extreme. Well, really extreme, sorry. Number 5 is seeing guys as a project to be fixed. We are not, yes, we may be broken, however, we are not in the need of fixing that you can do. Now, you can give us time, affection, care, and love. That'll help us in our mending process. However, if we are broken, we have to fix ourselves. You cannot do it for us. You can support us and be there for us, but we have to do it ourselves. Number 4 is being yelled at and falsely accused. Now, if you're accusing your boyfriend of cheating, of flirting, of doing all sorts of stuff without any evidence to back it up, then you may want to wonder why you're with him. Because he's going to be wondering why he's with you if all you do is yell at him and accuse him of doing all this stuff when he wasn't. If he works late at night and comes home late, take that into consideration. There's a very slim chance that he's out screwing another girl. And if you're that focused about him, then you may want to do some self-reflecting and see, where have you gone wrong? Where are you lacking to have you yell at him constantly? Because if you're yelling at him, that most likely means that you're not content with the status quo. That means you need to find out where it is that you're not happy about and try to fix it without yelling, without accusing. Number 3 is not communicating about the important things. Now, I know I mentioned that about talking too much, complaining, and yelling, but there are some things that you need to talk about, such as if you're not spending enough time together, or whatever the case may be, you need to talk to your boyfriend or husband about it. So this way they are aware of it, because they may be busy with their life and they may not have seen it. Say you both work full time, you live in 2 different cities and you're using your parents' vehicle. Believe it or not, but that happens quite a bit. And it's going to be hard for you guys to get together and spend time together. So that's when communication comes in handy. Now, if all your text messages or calls are saying, oh, I miss you, I love you, that kind of stuff, or what are you doing, nothing or not much, that's not communication. Communication is where you discuss your day, you talk about whatever you like, whatever he likes. You find a commonality and you talk about it. You communicate your problems, your worries, your fears, your hopes, your desires. That is communicating the important things. Not, oh, what are you doing? Nothing, just watching YouTube. Oh, okay. What are you up to? Nothing, just sitting here. That's not communicating. That's just going through the motions. If you're going through the motions, then I ask you, why are you even together? If you're lonely, they have clubs, one night stands. So they have, I don't know, a really good PG way to put it, but friends you can pleasure yourself with. Take it as it is. Number 2 is, normally on the last video it was number 1. However, on this one it's number 2, and that's cheating. And this is an issue because normally if one of the 3 through 13 is going on, it will lead to number 2. If your man is going out and cheating on you, then that's typically because he finds you lacking in a certain area. Whether it be the bedroom, whether it be in the communication, whether it be just the general day-to-day stuff. If you're yelling at him, if you're too clingy, if you're complaining, if you're trying to fix him and he doesn't need fixed. These are what drives a man to cheat. And frankly, if this is going on, not even a man, like these own things will drive a woman to cheat as well. And if that's the case, then you need to fix these problems before it ruins your relationship. If you're tempted to cheat, then that's the warning call right there, that you need to fix these problems. If it's already happening or happened, then you might as well end the relationship, because there's very few times when you can actually fix it afterwards. And once you've been labeled a cheater, it is very hard to shake that stigma. The number 1 spot is abuse, both emotional, verbal, and physical. Because even though you hear in the news a lot of times about girls getting abused, you hardly ever hear about a guy being abused, even though that actually happens just as much as the girls being abused does. It's not really talked about much, but it does happen, and I've known several guys who have been in abusive relationships, me included, although mine was mainly emotional and verbal, while others have been in all 3 or 2 or 3 or even one of the 3. And if you have to abuse your man to keep him, then you don't deserve him, and he needs to get out of there. Guys, if you are being abused, you need to get out of there. You need to seek help. There are hotlines you can call. There are people you can talk to. Tell your best friend. Tell your parents. Tell your mailman, your milkman, if you still have one. Just tell someone about what's going on. They will help you get out of it. No one has to be in an abusive relationship. And that is all for my list today. This has been Wise Wolf, and if you like this, hit the like button. If you have any ideas what I can do next, put in the comments button below, and have a wonderful day.